Hello, my baddies. How are you guys doing today? Okay, so let me back this up. My last videos have been, my last two videos have been like sad and I've been crying. My last two videos have been a little depressing. So, we're gonna bring it up today. And I'm gonna tell you guys about the last four physical books I've read. Okay? Starting with The Crash by Frida McFadden. This is the first and only book I have read by Frida McFadden. I need more. I need more. When I tell you I ate this up, I finished this in one day. Okay? Like, I stayed up until like 3 in the morning to finish this. Okay. I'm gonna read you guys the back, and then I'm gonna just tell you like one or two facts about that like happened in the book that isn't mentioned on the back. And girl, you should. I just realized that my mic wasn't plugged in, so I hope you could hear what I was saying. Anyways, also don't mind the fact that it's on my water. It doesn't matter. Okay, I needed it to be higher, and yeah. So, the back of the book goes, ugh, I'm scared. I did not do good in the reading out loud part of elementary school. Tegan is 8 months pregnant, alone, and desperately wants to put her crumbling life in the rearview mirror. So she hits the road, not realizing she's heading straight into a blizzard. Hours later, when Tegan is stranded in rural Maine with a dead car and a broken ankle, she worries she's made a terrible mistake. Then a miracle occurs. She is rescued by a couple who offers her a room in their warm cabin until the snow clears. But something isn't right. Staying here may have been her most deadly mistake yet. So, this is a good thriller book. And one thing that occurs in the book is she believes that the husband is abusive to the wife, like the couple that takes her in, she believes the husband is abusive. I can tell you that is not the case. But if you want to find out what really isn't right with what's in here, read the book. Please. It's like so good. I need more Frida McFadden books, and I think that because it's payday on Friday, and it's gonna be my last paycheck. Well, my last ish paycheck for this job. Like, my last big paycheck for this job. Cause I'm trying to find a new one. So, yeah. Anyways, I think with my last big paycheck, I need to get a fish tank for my fish. Cause right now they're in a pond, but in Michigan they're not gonna do good on the patio in their little pond during the winter. So I have to get them a fish tank. But also, I think I'm gonna get like one or two more. Like I wanna get the coworker. I read the back of this at Walmart, and I wanna get this one, the coworker. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of wanna get the teacher. So yeah, my therapist, she reads Frida McFadden, and she told me that all of her books are like this one, where you can't put it down, and it's just so good. The writing is good, and Larry Reads. We all know Larry Reads. If you don't, you're missing out. Anyways, I know now. I know how why she swears by Frida McFadden. I swear, because this is just so good. Next, we have A Deal with the Elf King by Elsie Kova. Oh wait, by Elise Kova. I said that wrong. This was a very good um fantasy read. So, here's the back. Luella lives in a quiet village near the border of the land of humans and the realm of magic, where the town folk keep a heavy secret. The elves come for war or for wives. Ooh, period. Once every generation, the Elf King enters Luella's village to take a bride to be his human queen, fulfilling a centuries-old treaty that prevents dis- the destruction. Gosh, I'm so sorry. I cannot read out loud. Um, it's just gonna keep getting worse, guys. The first book I was okay, but this is like pressure to me. So please bear with me here. Um, where was I? Oh yeah, destruction of humanity itself. Luella never thought she'd be that woman. Independent, caring, and fiercely devoted to her people, she's content in her quiet life as a humble I want to say herbologist girl. I need to learn how to read. Learn how to read, but I have like, hold on, if I can turn it, you can. Yep, those are both full. Anyways, well, both full except for the last shelf of the second one because I refuse to put non-fantasy books on it because that's my fantasy bookshelf. Except for the top shelf. I'm just bipolar about where my books go, and they have a spot, and yeah. Anyways, back to reading. I need to quit getting sidetracked. Okay. Now Luella finds. Oh, I didn't even finish. I didn't even finish this paragraph. But when the Elf King arrives, icy, proud, and dangerously handsome, he claims her and everything changes. Now Luella finds herself in the Elf King's domain, Mindscape, a land filled with wild magic and unexpected beauty. But Mindscape is dying, and Midscape, not Mindscape, Midscape. My ass is adding letters. Okay. But Midscape is dying, and only Luella can save it. There's more to Luella than she ever imagined, and more to her fate than she dared dream. The as power as the power of Midscape's human queen stirs within her, so does an unexpected passion. The kingdom has found a way into her heart, as has its mysterious elf king. Luella didn't choose to be the human queen, but will she choose to love her new kingdom and her new husband? Okay. One thing that is mentioned in the book is at some point she does run away. I'm not gonna tell it, like, yeah, she runs away. You have to figure out if she made it back to her town when she ran away. Okay? That's for you to read and find out. But this is such a good book. Also, one thing it doesn't tell you is he doesn't the king doesn't go in and point at a random woman in the human village and say, "You are now the human queen and we're going to take you." And then they get powers. No, the human queen already has powers before they get chosen. So like fate chooses a human, puts like has powers, and yeah, she's the human queen. This is actually a very good book. It's kind of like it's I don't want to say it's not really animals enemies to lovers. It's more like, yeah, I would say it's a little bit enemies to lovers. It's not like, yeah. Okay. Anyways, this was such a good book, and also I want to show you guys something. This is also so cute. at the end, like for all of her books, she has um dating profiles. So Eldest is the king in this book, but she has like, see, it's like dating profiles. Um, for like her other, for the book boyfriends in her other books, and I thought that that was just so cute. That I just thought that was so cute, and now I'm wondering like, is this in all of her books? Cause, anyways, I'm gonna need to get another one of her books too. Now, one thing about me is I don't think I've ever read a book by a black author, which isn't good, okay? As cuz okay, but me personally, I always pick up books that sound good to me. Okay? That sound good, that sound great. I haven't specifically gone out to look for a black author written book, and I've also never read a book with a character that was like main character that looked like me, a main character that was black. Never read one like that. Okay, um, and all the books I read, you know, well, actually, I'm not gonna say I never read a character that was black, because Ayana from King of Fury, spin please, spin please, King of Envy, King of Envy. But again, Anna Huang is not a black author. She is a colored author. Okay, she is a person of color who wrote a book. Um, but I had never. You can see me smiling. I had never read a book with a character that was a black main character written by a black author, a black woman author. Okay, never read a book like that. So when I picked up this book, when I picked up this book, and I thought because of this it was gonna be a fantasy series, and you know, Mountain Men, it said Mountain Men or whatever. But when I picked this book up and I read the prologue, and I found out that this was a black, oh, I was so excited. Now by then, I still hadn't known that this was written by a black author. So I'm about halfway through the book, and I was flipping through to put my book light in because it was getting dark. So I put my book light on, and then I go to like the off, like you know how the ending, and it's like it has the author's note or whatever. It said, um, "Who woke up?" Blah blah blah, and it said this, and then I think I can't remember, but somewhere in the last pages, not of the book, but like the last pages in the book, you know, after the last chapter is finished, it says something about like her being a black author, and I was so excited. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm definitely gonna be reading more of her books because this is good. Anyways, America's Sweetheart canceled. Okay, so listen. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay. From teen star to international phenomenon to the biggest celebrity in the world, Aurelia George. Okay, also, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Aurelia. That's how I want to say it. Okay? That's how I say it. Don't don't come at me. Has suddenly found herself on the other side of abortion. The public I'm sorry, I froze. I thought it said pubic, and I was like, no, why would they say that? Anyways, thinks they hate her when they never really knew her. The saddest. I sound animated as fuck right now. Okay, let me. Okay, let me. I'm sorry, guys. The saddest tragedy of all is that she doesn't know herself. Done with the fame, glitz, and glam, the whole doe-eyed princess charade, Aurelia decides she's taking back her life. even if it cost her everything. But her uncle has other plans. Her uncle's fucking. We hate her uncle. Just say that. Shipped away until the heat dies. Shipped away until the heat dies. Aurelia finds herself in the one place her name means nothing. When a blizzard causes her plane to crash, she becomes stranded in the wilds of northern Canada, a sole survivor with no one to turn to, no one except them. This manastrophic map, the manastrophic, the oh my god, the man, the misan, the misanthropic, the wait, the misanthropic, yeah, the misanthropic. So why was I trying to say the manastrophic? Can't read for shit apparently. How do you call yourself a reader? You can't say a simple word. Okay. Let me continue. The min. Oh, I'm just gonna quit. Mountain men who who've shut themselves away. It's their cabin Aurelia finds in the icy wilderness, and their obsession she ignites when they discover her sleeping in one of their beds. Thorian, Kale, and Ezekiel, and all of his personality. You'll understand that in a minute. I'm gonna tell you. And wait, no, actually, I won't tell you. I won't tell you. You have to read the book to find out. And all of his personalities have had longed, have only longed for one thing in 9 long years. A woman's wonder. Enough. Surviving a plane crash, wolves, avalanches, frozen lakes, and a harsh winter in three with three feral men is nothing compared to Aurelia's hardest trial of all, finding herself. Okay. So already I know, first of all, that was a struggle for me to get through, and I'm sorry. I don't know what happened with this misanthropic word. I don't know. I don't know, misanthropic. See, I'm not having trouble with it now, but when I was reading it, I don't know. Anyways, this is a Goldilocks, a dark, smutty retelling of Goldilocks. And it's so good. It really is just like so good. But it is a duet, and this is book 2, Chrysalis. I'll read the back, okay? And then I'll tell you one thing from each book. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I my stomach's upset, and when my stomach's upset, I burp a lot. So I'm sorry. Um, it's my pills. Okay. Aurelia George was prepared to let the world believe she was dead, tangled in the arms of her mountain men and bound only by the rules they make. The twice disgraced pop star had found her happily ever after, or so she thought. The only thing surprising about learning her uncle wants her dead is realizing how eager she is to return the favor. Convincing her mountain men to leave their world behind and step into hers won't be easy. Thorian is desperate to disappear. Kale is quietly drowning, and Zeke wants her gone. For better or worse, this quarter. Oh wait, this quartet, this quartet of villains, this quartet. My God, it's quartet. Okay, this quartet of villains will have to leave their Eden. And now that the tables have turned, Aurelia, the one Aurelia's the one they'll need to survive. But as she and the rest of the world are about to learn, you can take these men out of the wilds, but you can't take the wilds out of them. Okay. One thing in this book is that there's this girl, celebrity, named Tiana, who wants to be just like her. Okay? Just like her. And the reason she has to be banished to Canada until everything dies down is because our girl Aurelia was a bad bitch. She was a bad bitch. And she slept with Tiana's brother. Not only that, girl. When that didn't work, she slept with Tiana's fiance and videotaped it and released it. She released sex tape of herself with her and her rival's fiance because this girl was trying to beat her so bad and she was fed up. Okay. And in here, oh, also, one more thing I'm gonna tell you is there are 5 mountain men. They only mentioned 3, but there are 5. Do with that what you will. Okay. So, in here, I will say, oh, what do I want to say about here? What would... Well, see, I won't say anything about this one because you really have to read this one to know this one, obviously, because it's a duet. So, I'll say one more thing just about the series, just about the duet in general. And it's that her bodyguard... oh my god, her bodyguard moves on fast. I'll just say that. Because, bro. Anyways. So, that is it for the last 4 physical books I have read. I'm trying to think. My Kindle's over there and I don't want to go get it. But, yeah. That is all I have for you guys today. I am low-key really sorry for the last 2 depressing videos. But it's neither here nor there. And I'm going to be working with my therapist about it next week. So, yeah. Anyways, this is all I have. Crap. I was trying to hold him while ending the video, but